No sia abo Ghana man adeshiman memo bibiara ajo zeba enyube. No sia ebusia kase akan kasiebo. Wo big family radio kasai free as if men studio. Doblo gono upper class school junction. Ewo ensami yetin tima yezi fi azoro sumo. And enyum biri na meka ude jumakubi adaro man wobo mechi dom and sami mede edano. Oye Big Family Multimedia Institute, BFM Store, Trustees Network Group, and Afenso Center for Trade, and one wobo mechi dom. And there in Biri Mansami Yadi Adam. We are streaming live on Facebook not a BFM network ABK TV Ghana. The Maran so and able to so download radio app no our Google Play Store ATN live and now Zeno.fm Zeno.radio away nano and samano yes beautiful one more also able to ATB Edamayan. I will adwin chebin so our Cassia boy my mepocha for and WhatsApp line on 0547148048 0547148048 Fafa homa yana yansu yanjebir ina adajona yanken kanamo kama ebusia ensamno za odimu akoten ebi in a day dom kuma wo man Ghana mrehye bedwomufie wayen samtwofo nhiem akasa afa Council of State abato woto no ntawonte wosi wasante mantomunum Edom kuma kuya so wasana akasa chemde one task there NI before what one suffer yera Frank anodon pre ibazenta will be sansam no so yadinchemu ebro Kasiegbo kuya man so mebeti ebi ewo menyina day yera afanyo mike nakasa ose anopeya one kenofurata izinkomo yera kenofurata kasimbi ama ne rahu asamben yadinchemu ebro Adeshia wochu okada wasi wenyaje pa enije ben inchemu le ba wa papa bi wedi fishia no eduason esia watch no bone ben na papa ye wa kwakwachi na ebusia ono so ninchemu no me baba abosom wo kase eboyimum ensam no ebin mekai hu ena ya bonne bedo meze bosom de ewia enwumbiri no sia Ebusia kase akan kasiebo okin Kenya watamanka ende enwumbiri ezin a mejedo aranyen ejats Kobana Dodona from Ejata Koko school time was porcupine Afe Jebre na manfa nsamno ninchiremu mo NPP amayoku no oye embrehye bedwomufo awon no wo asantemantom nyina no enwa na waye nsamtrofo nhiem embrehye bedwomufo nkote na wo asantemantom wo ye NPP fo no waye nsamtrofo nhiem enda no pay na wonansam workan dem Council of State abawotoe ewo asantemantomu emantawantawa obey nimpa binim wope pray ewo mebinda ayeresa bi wonte ase enti woyen samchofo nhye wodu to go echem ne da mentawantawa no na ewu kasam okodo no ontwa ye kura wenwanje hu onya da wo so da magno do wonje ntum kura mpo no mbrante wode da me ewu kasam hyehyado ewo da mebia no asotwe biara wo da wode mo bia no dam asotwe no abana ne mpanyinfo hwe na wonko benkrom na wontena ase na wonhye da medwumadi no nto na wonfa da me asotwe no efa mama na wonje da mentawata won intum.
We make the following urgent demands. 1. Regional Caucus of Parliament, we make the following urgent demands. 1. Immediate arrest and persecution of the perpetrators. The individuals behind this shameful act, including Zuba, must be arrested immediately and made to face the full rigors of the law. Ghana is governed by laws, not treasury. We demand justice and we demand it now. Number 2. Swift resumption of the electoral process. The Electoral Commission must ensure that this election is concluded transparently and fairly so that the true choice of the people prevails. We will not allow intimidation to dictate election results in the Ashanti region. 3. Total rejection of Zuba for any purported appointment in the Ashanti region. The man who orchestrates violence and disregards the rule of law has no place in the leadership, not in Ashanti region. His appointment to any position in the Ashanti region will be a grave disservice to the people. We urge the President and all responsible authorities to reconsider and reject any attempt to offer Zuba any role in the region. Kumasi and the entire Ashanti region deserves better. We call on law enforcement agencies to tighten security around electoral processes in Ashanti region. The era of using violence and fear to undermine democracy must end. The Ashanti region has always been the stronghold of democracy and good governance in Ghana. We will not allow the reckless and lawless behavior of a few individuals to tarnish our democratic credentials. We send a clear message and a strong message as well to the Mahama administration. Ashanti region will not bow to intimidation. The people of Ghana will resist attempts to erode democracy through violence and lawlessness. We urge all well-meaning Ghanaians, civil society organizations, traditional leaders, religious bodies, and the media to speak up against this assault on democracy and demand accountability from the authorities. We refuse to be silent. We refuse to be intimidated. Democracy must prevail.
It is not just about NDC or MPP. It's not about an individual, but it's about all of us. In a country such as Ghana, they will have this reputation because of peace, tranquility, and coexistence. That all over the world, on the globe, they respect us. If this is where they want to take us to, I think all of us have to join this crusade and advocacy against these dysfunctional behaviors. That somebody has to.
Abusia wo ensam eyaram subiam yakọ on my Ghana mbese bojomu fie wara na dano juade and wo gba amande National Intelligence Bureau NIB before wokọ kafa oye Yera Frank Anodom pre ono ye minority chief whip e wo man Ghana mbese bojomu fie oye juada February bosom ne dotodo ebien wa afi apeme ebien eduenu enum no ena wokọ bisa na nsam ahodro bi na nsam na yina fa ne Ablekuma North abato nsam orokokodo we ono ena wo chem de omembe yina no na de mensem no ena dom kuma wo man Ghana mbese bojomu fie wo kasa wo chem dem e won so won ti won asde NIB before wotumtu nsafra Yera Frank Anodom predombra no mbe chenchen sem ti won so wunya nsem bisa bi won nsam obisa NIB no wunya mwe efi oye NIB wo.
Bias and selective justice being exhibited by state security agencies in the administration of their duties. The National Intelligence Bureau, the NIB, on Monday, 10th February 2025, wasted no time in summoning the Minority Chief Whip, Honorable Frank Anodombre, for questioning over comments he made concerning the disputed Ablekuma North parliamentary elections results. His words urging MPP supporters to protect their own were swiftly deemed insightful and required interrogation at the highest level of the security apparatus. Yet, when Mustafa Bande, the Deputy General Secretary of the NDC and Deputy Director of Operations in the Presidency, openly declared on live television on Friday, 7th February 2025, that the NDC would sacrifice the minority leader, Honorable Alexander Afenyo-Markin, the NIB found no cause for alarm and did not summon him. If the NIB is truly committed to upholding law and order, it must explain why the minority chief whip was swiftly summoned for interrogation over his comments while the Deputy Director of Operations at the Presidency, who openly threatened the minority leader's life, was allowed to walk free.
Yawo dame ensemara na owienu odutugwa noruchemu de ode wo yenhwemu efane enimpa binima wotumutui wokro yerwa kenoforiata nifie ase onyana nkoten yerwa Dominic Nitiwo akane na nkoyo soafa ohwe ne bambo wonsamodo na asompo ne mpandu na no obitum ekonifie wo na chedo ya da orkodo ewo enti obayanka ode wo yenhwemu efadame ensamano.
On the morning of Tuesday, February 11th, 2025, armed military personnel, police officers, and plainclothes security operatives, without any warrant or justification, stormed the private residence of former Finance Minister Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta in what can only be described as a state-sanctioned act of lawlessness. Similarly, on Monday, 3rd February 2025, the residence of Lord Comey, former Director of Operations at the Jubilee House, was raided with his vehicle unlawfully seized. Former Minister of Defense Honorable Dominic Nitiwo was also targeted as security operatives chased him down and forcibly took possession of his vehicle while it was at a workshop. We will not remain silent while political persecution takes root in Ghana. This country belongs to all of us, and no administration has the right to weaponize state institutions against its political opponents. We demand an immediate, transparent, and independent investigation into these politically motivated attacks and insist that those responsible be held.
Yantua ensam no do na ye wo man Ghana mbrehye badwomu fie mbrehye badwomu nyizema adehia wo efutu abatompehye do wo mfimfini mantomu yewra Alexander Afenyo Markin ono so sanso ye dodom kumamba da no nyi wo man Ghana mbrehye badwomu fie ende abra mbrehye badwomu foko asatena no odoto wonanyim de anope yada enofunu foni no bele Yere Ken Ofori-Atta now me okwa pon Yere Ken Ofori-Atta fa na say hey ata asema ba so me ha walende social media wa be de order men kata asema ba ma ate the OSP say me you wanted efa ne kata so hwedwum de kankan ne pro yibi olokodo e wo man Ghana ehun enti mensuro moment menka no kwarencha ma ya traumatized mom nanso minyimpa de menyame amosom no okam ho Obo mo ban enten bepom no maba Ghana na mebe yima no enten kra Yere Ken Ofori-Atta otowe odema oye Yewra Alexander Afenyo Markin no eno no sokopo mo man Ghana mbese bje mu fie oda akwoto eno ochem dem ensem wo tro wudurugu Yere Ken Ofori-Atta ho finu ontwe ye kura ni nada ka ho eno wa ma Yere Ken Ofori-Atta waye basa na adwuma ne he waye tintim tede waye basa onye asankaba ento da akwoto man Ghana mbese bje mu fie de Yere Ken Ofori-Atta se honor donator ti why traumatized?
Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta, as at this morning, I had an extensive engagement with him. He's traumatized by the labeling of this adjective described to his person. But he still knows that his God is with him. He's undergoing medical procedure. In fact, I had an early morning engagement with the chief of staff who confirmed that indeed Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta wrote to him and is in receipt of the letter. He was very sincere in telling me that. So within reasonable time, I'm sure he would come. I will also engage the Office of the Special Prosecutor, engage constructively, assure him and his office that if there was any miscommunication, I, as a leader of my side, is assuring him that the man will make himself available. He left the country with permission. He would come, and if there is anything that has to be investigated, he will.
Abusia ya tuado na yawo infifini mantomu oye efutu na oye health directorate edema efutu abatumpe shadwo oye ma me Paulette Brown ono ena waka sanoruchem de cholera yerbe yewe nitiri we enimpa beye basa ena wahwe no kwa nanso embrehye badwemini etum aboa ememprempe wenya kezi bebotum da ku etia cholera yerbe onensa ntwafo kasa ya chechense.
Right now, we have more than 400 suspected cases, but we have 29 positive cases with 3 deaths. It's very, very worrisome because one, the deaths are uncalled for, and most of them are children. And if our children are dying, as a mother, as a doctor, as a health director, you have to be worried. So this is a time that, one, we are going to teach, or we are teaching everybody. We are teaching the adults. We are teaching ourselves that we have to keep ourselves clean. And 2, we have to come together to do that, because sometimes it looks like it's just the health workers alone job. But cholera is not for the health worker. It's for all of us. The health workers cannot do it all.
Abusia enti ononso nyena yetwa ensam no do. Wa afe apime biene edwenu ananemu na yaba bato aba no ena amayoku awodo a wo manga na ha washase wo bontoa no wo campaign akodo wo omani mu na amanyoku kro odintintima wo manga na ha eboniti na obi anyim ne pa oye National Democratic Congress NDC amayoku no wona frankatuni asese oye omanpanyin wo manga na ha yewra omanpanyin mahama oye ne campaign no orobono nto no mu no ohye okadafo ebobi dem senya me yadom na se wode akonya ne man mobe omanpanyin wo mani mu a obosho de okada no obaye adwuma anade oba legalize obaja tum abaye abaye legal oba legalize no abaye mbra wo manga na ha obi abotum echu na waboa mesmo abaye a prosifo nko ho wona adwen na de mensem no oncheri biada ena yewra amaliba odbotu goda wogu na mkwanda wo hwen wedi mu dwuma mesmo abaye okada mbotuma ye dwuma e oman Ghana onu na modo okada riders fono ensam ne ben wenyu ajepa wanensam trofa kasa wa che wonanyi so na wonani ja wo ema okada
fine at the end fine papa boy no is also yes so boy ento en pai bona na say e pese aban bi beba o mai me no e den na o so me no aboy because yes so ya ye bre sometimes ye ne cars for kra o mun fa ye hwe o say o mun ye legalize okada ente o mun fa motor for ye hwe
so mu jitumu a e bo aye pa because ejuma ni o ono ntimi mmaye nyina ejuma e na ye create ejuma nti ono na wo so bo aye na ojitum e na training nso a wo ka no na otimi training ye mu bi de ya for training no mu a your experience wo mi say amiti we Mr. Okada from 2012 the experience bi anu wa mi ni bi nti no so mu jitum na ya ka no o mu ni sa experience no na ye training o mu se da be ya ejuma no e be okay mu jitum nso a ezo utu njamwafo na utu momone nso fo o mu jitum nso a police fo no nso ye ne o mu kwan mu nso no ye training o mu because obi wo no a ne e ka so megina kwan mu ye na nye no ware
ejuma ni o ma youth no okada no so de eja udi pia e de ya obeja wonu aduane akra ya de eja kofi go for na bi mu timo de tse mi ameti na yi oh white line no obi timi di na na driving mirror de tum be so de bia na me pentem ajo be bu mirror na akọ se like kada for timi bia ma ya driver ni bi timi park the car no afọ kada pentem bi so de odi agro be wato atwere ono won so ni greater ofiti ya no abuke no aka wato atwere motor rider ma samon ne police ni ba wo mi sa sem bia because of motor rider nti no all the cop
e be dana sipa eni mu a opese o de boaye eni e hu hia pa no mu restrict se baby wo ho a eni kwan se ye fa ho because akwa se e bia baby wo ho a obi wo ho si so on to me komreka but e bia ka fi wechi ba ono komreka enti e ba ne sa na wa se wu makwan na onu be si ba e bia wo so fi se oni ni be komreka but we ye den a moto de entumi sanka na obe hu ane se onya balance u kakre bi pe na wati ahwe na wakoso trogo
shewe de em siru because kaneshi police one de ya de bakura anya adwuma onom because omo de ya fa krofo bi onom omo ka aban krofo omo anu omo tu omo ka enti sa enhihye na omo ka sa omo de ba no omo de bakura anya adwuma wo kaneshi training de omo ntimi campaign omo ye omo ntimi obi anu obetimi a training sa because obi o awano moto no we campaign o ye so why obi o yere o ma o de nhihye ba na nhihye no no onye ska o be da na o adi training nhihye na ontimi
yatwa kasiabo no do asankafo won so ye dwuma ewo nsawom ofankọ kwantempon no do no wote adusade atumpanifo nyim na obesa won pa nsawom oyem ofankọ nsawom konia no wosre abanma no wonya harpapa no won entam na edwuma sama akofo papa mfoturu soro bromwan meka pa tam mo sapimani enka mekan kasiebo wie na mekigye na mepe kala mfoturu ya otum ka hyemu da sabe masun koken anado otum ka hyemu ma mboduru fie no na menyima ayekọ de ya enti wadade sada tumpe fo yim da pon chopa wan nomboy na wontum enwie kwan ntantantantam na edwuma so ontum onkọ wano
na ko be se abosom miensa konan kwan no yehu ni ti hu ne nan se kwan no wajagu ho onwo ye kwan no emaye eba ne sa edin futuro ene ohawo na abeto yen driver say wo ha ene dwadifo ma ewo ekwan ho abedwiri he nyina mara atache ayetim enso ha yeti yenti akwa yetua bibi ma aban no so higher yene your customers
futuro kwan so but jana pa bia nkombo gusun tente maya nanka boy ni futuro doso bopo no pana bopo godu fiuti na ya oda na ana babi won so honye esen kan kese honye no yese munye hokota na wese ka mutwaso mudi machine be twaso kakra dey e ma yese ba ya so yobetima dey a content ma dey akwa ba yese bi amonso ho nchiro ma ngofo nchiro ka pa boko wa ko be ba no na ache babani ba bibrese guo wahu bisa bibia mu nsuo de gusun tentama na sabi omo ha si no mo so nya dey omo so nya ahoto kakra ama sama de ye bre pa omo ble
kwan no ye bre so pa omo mu wata kwan no omo say sometimes ye man e tonton ade wa ha no ye gigi scan e de ama wo mo ba omo da ye ti say tambia na wo say ye sa ade no ti da ya ama omo scan omo person be wata no makopa ke cars ni ba bia man ama omo scan no makọ wata ho ha de no ma jam futuro no egu yeso wo koka no mobuafu sometimes ebu a ma na ye tonton ade agigi 55 cedis na de ama no wo de man de ya no ba be wata 2 the whole day no ba be wata but ye da ya ma ne de o twemu anu ane so de nsuo ne ko ba bia e ma de be ma no no de nsuo ne ko wo frɛ ne kwa no o shout mo wo be sorry na wuti o say dax de na say ma me bi kura wie ya hanum say ye ko hospital ne ye say futuro agya na komam am wo na akwa na ye ne 1 week wa ha ti e bre futuro ne pa wa ha no mo say
higher pa because as at now workers na ngu kwan so mo ye adwuma no ye hu to say last year wo workers na ngu so na red wo mo ye kwan no si say ye hu stanti kwan na minim say so mo yo si say ye hu dia e ko so sisi ya wo hwe ye kan mo workers no bi ade jijiji ne ti ati ase nti wo mo watama ye kwan na nka na eboa ne futuro so si kun yen
be ami hambogo here flag na ke fo gbe mi bi anemo
egbe me yenko yanchi aduna yemfanko wie ewo hidiem ewo ahafo mantomum na ewo amanebo for banyene dem papa bi a weni fihia no eduason esia wachen na ne yinan de wekokei nam ewo tano nsuonum ona na echa wachi yente nchenchem no ye mfimpa yinifo
nsuo no enye mimi nsuo eye se bi ewura otiboko so nsuo a ye hwidie mu ye ni a kire nsuo na asuhie na ye hwe nsuo no so edime frɛ a kire nsuo a chiame hene sa asema be no so bo na hima amane na hima ye se omra no mesina man na asuhie hene so aba ye nyina ketra fa ho se ade a nkofo no ye no eye ade ha ye eze ye chiwade e ma ye nse se be ade nso so enye dia nsuo ne otiboko so dia ye wuradia ndi amambre ne amane bia se ye bia no nanam behwe ne hu kwa de befa so
aya tano munam no aya nam bia aya chiwade e ma ya ne potemu afo fidie mu atinjia sada na ma hene kan no teto no se koya amane onu a ewo adwene wo mu ase ye twadwan kora na se ododwan ne titu mu adwene timi mene sa gantire no aya amane a du afahye bia nananum kom koya amane ene safo yi ni pabonifo yi ewuro ma yi nam na ma kura so ko so koya amane a e ba fra adwene ko bedu bebi kura no na unu se de emwa na esitie e ba da kura ye nkonsuo no mu si safo e blada eno mu sa kom wa kwa koyi na bra ye o ma mu nyina ye nwe atensi anwe fidie mu nwe asuhye ye nwe ye bia no ye bo ho ban se de be ya bia nko aso ba hwe yesi okofo kwa ha obehwe eso mo kwa ha ene didi mu a no ayewura mahwe efre mi a woka saasi ndi tirampa ene ye bayi saa pepe na tie enye nipa ba ko achi no
fi se wo krampo ena me kra mi hu bida so mo hu ya no mate shock emwa
akokwa so onko pefo bi no ana da bia wo ka san da bia so da de bi ko yenya bi mana mbo ka mama bi bia yeku we sika semina bi bia ye tan adai
pana fi bia wo ye ni suba wo ya no e fo nso ma papa ne huna enti mo ba manye to papa de mu nya no ma ne emfa no hu enti onko pe nkwa na omudu na chi no emra na papa ni papa ne ba ne yi wo ko na si ai everada infede ti dia ye nya hwene kola enam de bi wo furuma nyina ebi wo taban
ebusianti na ho asamaranyen eyi eye adehye wo hwedem a wo che ne nti a papa no wotum woche no na tade oya mamre na manne wo ye memo nkonko ye de na wakwa ye no wache aha na mbre no ba makwan mamaze enwumbe no sia ebusua kase akan kase bono meze besi amo asda enkoma big family multimedia institute BFM store trustees network group and afenso center for trade and one obo mechidom and there enyumbiri mamadin sama wodui madba badan wokasa efreedom asdane bi son koma akosia adepa ena abna papa bi weina wobo mechidom ende enyumbiri mansami madba badan wo okinkenya watamanka ende enyumbiri ezin a mejedo aranyen ejat Kabana. The runner from Ejata school time was porcupine. Mema waina mo eniti nesha adese makrawan.